Yellowjackets Season 3 has made it clear that Coach Ben Scott was not the one who burned down the cabin, but there are plenty of existing theories pinning it on other characters, so let's give it a go. But before we get into it, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like and comment on the video, and if you're able, please sign up for channel memberships for exclusive content, which really helps us out. Anyway, back to the wilderness. So, first, let's get some context, shall we? One of the most shocking moments in Yellowjackets Season 2's ending came in the form of the disastrous event. A quick spreading fire wiped out the cabin, leaving the survivors in Yellowjackets' 90s timeline without a shelter amidst a cold winter. The show made it seem like Coach Scott was to blame, especially because he was seen lurking outside the cabin with matches before the fire. Though the girls and Travis managed to build new shelters, Coach Scott survived on his own by living inside a cave. The group eventually hunted him down, believing their former ally was now a dangerous threat. Coach Scott tried to convince the others that he was not responsible for the fire, but his pleas didn't work. Season 3's trial concluded with a guilty verdict, and while things are not looking good for Ben's future, the question remains: who burned down the cabin? Well, Season 3 Episode 5 may have secretly given us the answer. One of the most prominent aspects of Yellowjackets Season 3's Did Ty Do That episode is the other Ty, the version of the character that takes over when she sleepwalks. After the group decides to kill Coach Scott through the firing squad method, they use their deck of cards to determine who will take the shot. Ty gets the King of Hearts card, meaning she has to kill Ben. And interestingly, Van suggests that other Ty be the one to shoot Ben if that side of the character can be activated, which plays into the growing theory that Ty burned down the cabin. She initially struggles to activate the other side of herself until the moments leading up to pulling the trigger to kill Ben. Lottie, Travis, and Akila stop the execution, but it's important to acknowledge the other Ty's willingness to harm others when her consciousness has been taken over. We've seen her do some pretty bizarre things while sleepwalking, like when she ate dirt. And other Ty's return in Yellowjackets Season 3 now gives me more reason to believe it was that version of the character that started the cabin fire in Season 2. If Ty really did try to burn the cabin down with fellow survivors inside, the mystery would then shift to why her other self wanted to destroy the only shelter and potentially kill the group. Of course, I cannot bring up Ty without Yellowjackets' Man with No Eyes, a mysterious figure that's been linked to the character since the beginning. Though Season 3 revealed the figure's origins, it's possible a vision of the Man with No Eyes manipulated Ty into starting the fire while she was sleepwalking. I'll be honest, the Man with No Eyes' backstory was a little disappointing, but there's still a chance the mysterious aspect is somehow connected to the wilderness. Burning down the cabin forced the survivors to basically start over with their survival journey. Maybe it was the wilderness's way of testing the group, but needed other Ty to light the fire, figuratively and literally. The fire obviously put the group in instant danger, though it seemed like the main goal of whoever caused it was to get them back to a more vulnerable situation in the wilderness. We've seen what the young survivors are willing to do to those who have wronged them in Yellowjackets. Jackie's death was accidental, but Coach Scott's trial will remain a reminder of how things in the wilderness will play out if someone is suspected of turning on the group. If that's the case and the other Ty theory turns out to be true, it's very possible that they will go through another trial to determine Ty's fate. Granted, Ty is a core character in the modern day story, so no matter what happens in the wilderness, she makes it out alive. Van is fully aware of Ty's sleepwalking state, so maybe she witnessed other Ty starting the cabin fire and elected to keep it a secret. When Shauna noticed the cabin was on fire in the Season 2 finale, Ty and Van were suspiciously not in the main room where everyone slept. Those two were trying to open the back door while Shauna was busy waking everyone else up, suggesting they already knew what was going on. It would make sense if Van kept the truth hidden, but maybe she's also keeping the truth from Ty too.